In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They'll go right back to Madison. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Minshew now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15. They snap it. Here's Minshew. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Reed now to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Madison again. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. They'll run. This is Madison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First and 10, Minshew. Complete, it's Myers. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Minshew. Dump off caught by his back. He's still going at the 30. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Minshew. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders, who have 2nd and 4. Here's the give to Madison. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye-in-the-sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we are looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Play action, Mahomes. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Abdullah now to return. And look at this return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Mahomes on 1st and 10. That pass is complete to Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Butker to try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give now to Madison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give it to Madison. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. To the ground with Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. Complete beyond the marker. Down to the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now a big 2-point try coming for these Raiders.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Raiders 13. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Hardman with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, here we go. Second down. They bring a tight end in motion right. Second and 12 behind the sticks. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll throw it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. They did it. He made the interception. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Raiders have some new life in the fourth. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Minshew on first down. He gets this one to Myers. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down around the 34. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Man in motion here. Throwing on first is Minshew. Throwing deep for the end zone. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders 8 points behind. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They go with Madison here. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it. Got a man. Bowers has it. And that will not be enough for a first down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Second down run by Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The defense defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
It's Pacheco on third. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raider football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.